Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let me a little more explanation about homework PA2. This is spreadsheets or any rigid database format, but the text doesn't matter. CVS, CSV. I'm sorry, CVS is something else. CSV type. Then when there is a comma delimited, right, whatever that. Might have some of the indicator of the column values on the first line, which is attribute. So there is a special form, attribute-based file format, something like that. Some formats. Okay, that is possible. This is one of standard data files. As far as you have multiple columns, multiple rows, but you want to indicate what each column means. So, for example, on your second homework, first column, that is the age, second column, the salary, and delimiter is white space. You could do, for example, comma for another type. This is the input file. Okay, the reading input file job in Python is very, very simple, right? Let's try. Okay, let me change the directory. Mercy 505 SRC and maybe, yeah, and I have that file table d.dat as you can see here, and that is this file. All right. So let's run Python here. So C colon Python 3.4 Python. All right, takes a little while. Just only my laptop, hopefully not yours. And I want to read the input files. The way that you can read on this interactive mode is, for example, you can do with open is the function. There you can specify the name of the file, input data file. So in this case, table uppercase D and DAT. And then what are you going to do with this? I'm going to read this file and more, so that R plus and close the parentheses. And then if you want to use this as a short synonym or alias, then you can say F. So from this time, you can use simply F. And if you want to print, see what did I read, then you can do like this. Then it reads, right? Something from there, as you can. is wrapping the input data. So rather than this, what we can do here, I want to see, for example, line in F and another indentation, print line, see what happens, then all line by line. See here we have for loop, that is iterator, for FOR, that is the reserved word, followed by a variable that you can use, and another reserved word in, and then the list in this case, the input file, the content of the input file. So I want to read line by line. So that is printed there. But if you want to read first line only, what do you need to do? But you need to identify the first line, right? To capture the list of attributes, age and salary. All the rest are just data sets. So I want to extract the attributes only. What? Not the best way, but least way. What you can do is I equals 0, and then with this, for this, and then if I equals 0, then you can say, oh, that is attributes. So you can print line wait a minute. Oh, what was wrong here is this and this. After that, we have to increase I equals I plus 1. Therefore, first line is only captured in this if statements. And in the body of this if statements, you already increased. After you print the one line, after that increase. So when it comes next time, not anymore attribute, so it is passed by. So if I hit the attribute names, age and salary, of course you can save that in some variables at once, right? Another way that last time, function enumerate, of that list, then that data structure, there is another incremental number to be associated with the data. So as you read line by line, for each line, we want to add the integer. I is another one that you can get automatically. You can check I equals 0, then you can print, you can say attributes equals line, try like this. And then I equals, I'm going to increase I. And then finally, print attribute. Process and print attributes. Invalid sentence. Try again. This, that, this. What we need to do, we simply print. And then it's printed. What was the problem previously? I printed that in up front here. I think that is only because where attribute was defined. So within if body, right? So somehow at this moment, attribute may be unknown, right? Let's say here, if I attribute is known, by the way, there is another function called another built-in function. There are two types of built-in functions. That function carries out all the variables either locally defined or globally defined. So that if you, for example, print locals, that is a function. Locals open and close parentheses, so that is a function. So that you can get, that is already there, right? Globals, there. At this moment, not much different. Global and local. There's not many variables are defined, right? Local, that is nothing but locals or globals. Both are in the format of dictionary. Remember that this homework assignment was to generate something in dictionary formats. So dictionary format is very, very, very useful format. As somebody commented from the beginning, dictionary is nothing but maps, hash maps, which means dictionary can hold a list of pairs, key and value. So key and values, list of key and values can be stored. The local functions holds all the local variables. So it has a local variable and value. Globals is another dictionary that can hold global variables and values. So one more thing that you could do here is, I want to see, for example, attribute, because I defined the attribute already. Remember that if globals itself is a dictionary, then you can access the values by giving, like an array in typical language, or in this dictionary, within square bracket, you can give the key. Key is attributes. Remember that here, if you see the attribute, this is the key, colon, this is the value. So I want to reach what is the value or value that is contained in this variable attributes. So it is returned. I think I need to stop.